We begin this morning with those devastating scenes out of India where a Boeing Dreamliner has crashed. The London-bound Air India flight had just taken off from the city of Ahmedabad in the country's west when it ploughed into a building where medical students were staying.
Foreign Minister Penny Wong says it appears no Australians were on board, while a British man is believed to be the sole surviving passenger. Europe correspondent Elias Kloor is at London's Gatwick Airport, but let's go first to South Asia Bureau Chief Meghna Bali in Ahmedabad. Meghna, this is just devastating. Take us through what's happened.
Yeah, hey guys. Look, I'm in Ahmedabad at the site of the crash outside the medical centre, the medical college hostel, where the tail of the plane actually still is. You can't see it behind me. It's a few hundred metres right there behind me. It's been declared an unsafe zone by the many different authorities here: police, National Disaster Relief, fire, sort of first responders. And now, as of the last few hours, teams of investigators were trying to figure out exactly how this happened. Now, I'm here where I can see just blackened trees, branches on the ground, broken glass, and just this smell of burning rubber and plastic. Just a few minutes ago, Air India has actually confirmed that one person has survived. Now, that one lone survivor, we were at the nearby hospital. We've just been outside his ward. He miraculously, I think there's no other way to describe it, has survived this awful, dreadful crash. You might be seeing images there of a plane which was airborne for just about 30 seconds before hitting, this area behind me and just turning into an absolute fireball with sort of, black smoke billowing. And this man, you see these astonishing footage of this man just, wobbling from the crash site. He's been able to climb out of an emergency window. His brother, who was sitting next to him, unfortunately didn't survive, as did, the other 240 odd people. This is a really awful story. I've just been out to the hospital where many family members are going through this process of giving their DNA samples so that their bodies can be identified. As you can imagine, these bodies are far from recognisable. So the next 72 hours, until these DNA samples are made, are going to be absolutely heart-wrenching for these families.
Oh, it is just horrific, Meghna. Elias, over to you. Can you tell us what's the reaction been in India, but also where you are in the UK?
Good morning, guys. Well, as you've just heard, 53 of the 242 people on board were United Kingdom citizens. There's obviously a significant relationship between the two countries, a very large Indian-British community, including a very large Gujarat community in the United Kingdom's Midlands. Gujarat, of course, the state in which Ahmedabad is in. Now, in terms of the reaction here in the United Kingdom, well, Sir Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, has said that these images are deeply distressing. The United Kingdom Foreign Office has set up crisis teams to assist the families that have been affected by this devastating crash. Air India's UK office has also said that a reception centre has been set up in London. We're at Gatwick Airport, where, of course, that 787 was bound to come at about 6:30 p.m. local time. We're unaware of where this reception centre is, whether it's here or somewhere else in London, but that's where British families of those that were on that flight can go to receive more information and possibly flights back to India to go to the scene, to I guess get a sense of it. Now, in terms of the investigation that Meghna has touched on, it's likely to be led by the Indian Civil Aviation Authority, but given that the flight was bound for London and there were 53 UK nationals on board, at the very least it's expected that UK authorities will offer assistance in that investigation. It's likely we'll have an interim report into what happened in about 30 days, but the more extensive forensic investigation that includes transcribing of the digital flight recorder and the black box, that could take up to 3 years, guys.
Yeah, an enormous wait for so many people. Elias and Meghna, thank you.